Tom.
Hello everybody, Tom Fox here, back to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last episode, note how I'm not dressed in my usual attire. That is because I am trying to fight these handmaiden sisters who are very tough in combat for a wizard such as I. So...
Have you returned to fight again?
I have discovered, well, rather I've been told
Very
the cheese strats for this. Enough talk, let's fight. Okay, I just need her. Come a little bit closer here, and then I could just walk into her and she will willingly back out of the arena.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
Alrighty. I wish to challenge you again.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle will be using the higher forms among the Echani. You may choose hands and feet, or whatever melee weapon you wish, but use no other items or Jedi techniques.
Alright, I'm ready, let's go.
Then let us begin.
Alright, second verse, same as the first. Try to go to the edge of the arena. If she had happened to get a crit there on that power attack, she would have knocked me out of the arena. I've actually had to record this once before, and you'll see why I had to redo the recording.
You have succeeded. If you wish, you may challenge us again, and we will progress to more advanced movements.
I wish to challenge you again.
Very well. I shall honor your request. Our next battle shall be free of restriction on weapons and items, and you may use whatever technique, Jedi or otherwise, you wish to attempt to defeat me. In turn, I will spare none of our forms against you.
I'm ready, let's go.
Then let us begin.
So I'm able to actually switch my equipment for this one. So let me get back the advisor armor. And that's all I really have here. But I'm also able to just do my own thing here. So why don't we start off by subjecting her to abject horror. Then blasting her with lightning. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. I didn't click that and beat. Whatever, I won.
You know much of melee combat. You surprise me.
I can shoot lightning out of my fingertips! No melee involved. Let me heal up and I'll be ready to fight again.
There is nothing more that we can teach you from such contests. Such battle would only be for battle's sake.
If you can't defeat me alone, free for you to pair up.
If that is what you wish, then we shall honor it. We shall see how you fight against a group of us. We shall take you in a pair, using everything at our disposal. Use whatever item, weapon, or Jedi technique you wish. We shall match it.
Let me get ready and I'll return.
What is it?
Kreia, Gatorade me! Thank you!
Have you returned?
Actually, hold on. Let me go ahead and do the old help save here. The old help save.
Have you returned?
Wish to challenge you again. Pair up. I am ready, let's go. I actually am not ready because I have to get some equipment on here. There we go. How do you guys feel about horror? And now from there we commence the lightning.
You are a strong opponent. Atris was correct about you. You know much of war and battle. Perhaps too much.
I can take you all without breaking a sweat.
One does not sweat in the
Whoops. The regions to tell us. All that will break was your pride. Let me catch my breath, then I'll be back. Kreia, Gatorade me! All right. This one, we're definitely going to go for the help save here. Because what I discovered from the last recording is that you could only do this one once.
What?
Care to back up those words?
Then our last battle shall be the 5 of us against you. Use any item, any weapon, any technique you wish. You'll need them.
Why not all 6 of you?
There is no need for the last of us to join in this fight. The weakest among us will only serve to diminish our techniques. We fight as one when we are 5, not 6. And that number should be enough for this lesson.
You done talking or are we gonna fight?
Very well. We shall begin.
I have to check a technique real quick. Powers, oh, I don't have the upgraded version of Horror. This is just in front of me, isn't it? Hostile creatures within a 5-foot radius. I don't have to be in front of them. 5-foot radius of a target. Oh, so okay, so it's, okay, I gotcha. So, I have to choose what I need, what I'm gonna do here. First off, let me get Horror active. Let me get to one side, come over here, and then Horrors! Horrors! I really need you all to be subjected to horror here. That should be fine. Cancel combat, lightning. Oh, I need a health pack. I'm gonna use my life support pack. I don't care. If all I gotta do now is, oh my god! Wait, I won!
We knew you were.
No, I lost!
The battle is done.
Ugh. Dan, let's go to a successful run of this. Holy cow, that's a lot of damage just right off the bat there. Oh, I'm not hitting all of them. This might be enough, though. Wait, what?
There shall be no more matches. No more
Oh,
challenges.
I won!
There is much we have learned from you. If we meet on the field of battle, we shall be prepared.
Oh my god, all I got for that was, oh, I actually got experience for that, never mind. Wow.
I hear you.
I only got 3 of them. The other 2 ran out of the arena. I got an achievement for that too. My god. It kind of seems like that this game was built with a very specific, what do you call it? Build in mind. Meditation band, there we go. One thing I realized as well is that I probably should have used the Shicho lightsaber form. I don't know if it even works when I don't have a lightsaber. But the Shicho lightsaber style would have helped me a bit against the rest of them because it would have given me +3 to defense. Not sure how useful it would have been, but it would have been at least somewhat helpful. All right, let's enter the Ebon Hawk because I'm never coming back here.
Oh, it's cold and frosty.
How did nobody notice a giant spaceport on the side of this plateau? Very interestingly shaped plateau. My lady,
Mistress,
he took all of us at
the last
once.
of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left? But why? Her oath.
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
The exile is so powerful. He took all 5 of us at once. What?
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Breep, dee reap, beep. What's a T3? Breep, dee reap, beep. You did what while you were connected? Breep, dee reap, beep. maybe I'll keep you around. The link worked both ways? Dear Dreet Deet Breeb.
What is the machine saying?
Dear Eat Breeb? Might as well show it, it's just history now. Oh, this is Coruscant.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I remember him. I came because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Return to the
Why did
Jedi!
you defy us?
Look at that
The Jedi have
stash!
brought into the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
Slaughter every Mandalorian I could, except Malachor did it for me. The truth is that no Jedi should turn from war. They should embrace it. You are not on Malachor. You will never understand. Truth is, the Mandalorians had to be stopped, and countless more would have died. If you seek to punish me, then get on with it. I realize that following Revan into war is a violation of the Jedi Code, and I broke it, in knowingly defying the wishes of the Council. The truth is, no Jedi. I'd slaughter every Mandalorian if I could, except Malachor did it for me.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
I guess I was Angie. Am I just gonna go back there and find it still embedded in the rock?
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. She speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path she did.
We are not the ones who taught her.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
How the hell is Atris on the Jedi Council?
Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Ooh. Like, a Jedi is supposed to be like impartial. serving the greater good. And they talk about like lack of emotion. She was entirely emotional outbursts. So they knew what happened to me. They all do. Do you eat, drink, deep breeb? Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi? Sure, display it. Master Vrook, Dantooine. Master Zez-Kai, El, Nar Shaddaa. Master Kavar, Onderon. Master Vash, Korriban. Master Atris, Telos. Read? All those fools were there when I was sentenced.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Let's see. We have no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. Gasp.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Sister, you and yours are the threat.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this against Atris's wishes, and those of my sisters.
So you betrayed her? I find that hard to believe.
No, she speaks the truth. We will take this servant of Atris with us.
You don't believe her story, do you?
I tire of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Look, forget Atten. Take the regular quarters and we have enough room.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
Handmaiden has joined your party. She has a Echani defense which protects her against melee attacks and is an excellent unarmed fighter. Am I evil?
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
It was taken from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
I'm not afraid of building a new lightsaber if that's what you think.
I never said you were, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Very well. To begin, there are some parts I need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
Dearie?
For the last time, no.
Dearie?
Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
Dearie?
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances.
Breathe deep.
I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too.
Breathe deep.
What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Utility droids tend to have a habit of developing personality quirks. Breathe deep.
I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality.
That's a good idea to me. Worst comes to worst, not like I could pick up another utility droid. Sounds like a good idea to me. Deep.
Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot.
Deep.
I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
T3M4 has received a permanent +2 to his constitution. Able to move around now? Hello? Leave the Ebon Hawk. You may not leave the Ebon Hawk while it's in transit. I assume that we are in the depths of space!
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something?
What is it?
Why did you decide to fight?
The Jedi serve no one with inaction.
The war went poorly before Revan and the Jedi lent aid to the Republic. Many of us believed the Jedi to be cowards who were afraid to face the Mandalorian threat. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
It's a good reason as any for joining. Unlike many Jedi, I couldn't stand by and watch.
I did not join because I wanted to protect, though. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
Yes, I felt it too. The rush of life as the Mandalorians were cut down.
It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me. Turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
Do I have all the lightsaber parts I need?
Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing an emitter-matrix and lens. Something else I can help you with?
Where'd you pick up the remote anyway?
That old thing? I built him when I was a kid. Been following me around for years now, despite what I've done to try and chase him off.
Ooh.
Hey, just kidding. I'm happy to have you around.
What does it do other than follow you around?
He helps me out with repairs. I outfitted him with a cutting laser and some other tools for delicate modifications. He's also good for singeing the pants of annoying techs.
What the hell's the camera doing?
I've been thinking about doing some other work on him, but I barely have time. Too busy fixing up the ship. Something else I can help you with?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape.
Well, that's just neato. Hi, T3. Looks like you're gonna need some routine maintenance. Oh, that's an influence failure, huh? Other questions for you? What's wrong with the astrogation system? Influence failure, alright. Oh, me, can it be repaired or not? Other questions? List of Jedi Masters, maybe I'll upgrade memory core. It's all influence failures, okay. How's the Ebon Hawk? Good job, glad to hear it. What about the astrogation system? Alright, never mind, I'll be going. No! I got a light side point! Repair! Success! There we go! Sit still, this won't take long. Reet? Success, Reet? That should do it. You doing all right? BD. +1 to Constitution. What do you mean? I faded out there for a second? You were shut down. DD. A few questions for you. How about some more routine maintenance? What? Influence failure? There's some other questions for you. What about the... astrogation chart? Damn. I know it's damaged. Did you try diagnostic? I know you can do calculations, but we may get separated again. BD Reed? No, I'm not planning to leave you behind, but it happens. Reed to Deet? Forget it, I have some other questions. Where might I be going now? Ah! Light side! All right. Just pry open the front panel and get to work. Deet. Make it ready for anything, or at least more accurate. Oh, I see. Response package, give it a spin. Sounds like you're up to speed again. Should give you a brave for anything, or at least be more accurate. +1 to dexterity. Oh, I see. No, I'm fine. I just got caught up in my work. I had other questions for you. The integration system? Damn. Damn. Repair? Oh, nice. Lock your motivators and unlock the side panel. Z. Never heard that sound before. D. We'll try again later. I'll try again when I've traded my skill some more. I keep getting positive, like, light side points. Ew. Repair the initialized control cluster. And that's all I got. What else is it missing? Number of critical parts are missing. Well, ain't really gonna help us terribly much. I still have influence, but I keep gaining light side points. Ugh, my hair is becoming more brown. Given the amount of allies we're gonna be getting this time around. Hey, handmaiden.
Yes?
What are you doing?
I am training, so that if danger should strike, my body and my reflexes will be prepared. That, and I had forgotten how long hyperspace travel can be. If I do not have something to focus my attention on, I fear my sanity will erode as well.
You can always play Pazak with that.
What do you mean, Pazak? What, again?
No, I do not trust him.
Like cards?
That too.
Look, I don't think anyone here trusts each other.
That is untrue. You and the Iridonian trust each other. Or at least the Iridonian trusts you. We heard much of the Iridonian when we served Atris. Atris believed that the Iridonian held the knowledge to restoring Telos.
Ooh, Baldur?
Yes. His skill with machines is something beyond which most can aspire to. His shield technology surpasses the designs of even the most skilled of Echani power architects. I do not realize if you know what it means to have such a one respect and follow you. The Iridonian allied himself with no one on the entire world of Telos, yet he will follow you at the risk of his life. His stance, in many ways, mirrors yours. Where he walks, he carries a world upon his shoulders, and like you, I do not know if he has ever faced it.
Let's see. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want you asking about it. I don't want you asking him about it either.
I will respect your wishes, and his. Forgive me.
Don't mention. It's not something I want to talk about.
Very well. But if you choose to speak of it, I am here to listen to whatever you wish to say.
Forget it, I had some other questions.
You may ask.
Did Atris ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh yeah, we already heard about this. Yeah, I had some other questions. Wanted to ask you about Atris.
I do not wish to speak of her.
Got some other questions. What does she have to say?
I do not wish to speak of her to you. Her actions are her own, and to reveal to you if she sees fit.
Why are you called handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the duty of all of us, from the first of my sisters to me, the last of the handmaidens.
You are the last of them?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
Your skill's impressive, as is your devotion to, if you're distracted and lack discipline, then you deserve your rank. Well, dang, one of these is really mean, the other one is supportive, but probably not what she wants to hear. Whatever.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
I'm not sure I understand.
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
When methods to inflict violence on others is limited, it weakens us all.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
I agree. It shows how far you're willing to go for your goals.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry or strokes upon a canvas. She spoke through battles and tactics in a way one could never do in words. She showed her heart at Malachor V, and finally at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe she was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
What do you think Revan was saying? Let me see. Yeah.
Through battle, Revan was meeting betrayal with betrayal, and showing Malak the pain he had inflicted on his master. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed by one's own student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final exchange, and seen the truth of their conflict with each other.
Revan and Malak were driven only by the dark side.
But to say that seems an untruth, based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing, and I refuse to believe that is true. You may...
Let's see. You have a name?
Before entering Atris's service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Echani do.
Well, what was it?
It is not important. My title and rank is of consequence, not my name. I take value in Atris's service, not in myself.
As to all slaves, if you have no value in anyone but Atris, you have no value to me. Huh.
We all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
You think I lost myself when I disobeyed the Jedi?
I do not know. That is a question you must ask yourself.
Yeah, I walked right into that one. Right now, the only question I'm asking myself is why I'm letting you stay.
I meant no offense, but the question remains. If the question angers you, oftentimes there is a reason for such anger.
Do I have any other questions here? I'd like to return to the Academy on Telos.
It is not possible to dock at the Academy without the proper codes.
Do you have them?
Yes, but I could not give them to you. You may...
Huh, weird. Oh, you know now. Net Dark Shift, yes! And zero influence at all. Dr. Kreia.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
Not my fault if they follow me.
Is it? Perhaps you are wrong. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me?
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Why are you angry?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
Something happening to them?
They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
What about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
I'll think upon how my allies may be used then.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
What do you mean?
A discussion, perhaps.
Damn, I had other questions. You don't seem to like the Handmaiden. Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
You could drop her off at the next planet.
No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
Agreed. We need every tool we can get if Atris tries anything.
Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will, in time.
I had other questions.
Ask.
What's wrong with your eyes?
There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only.
There might be ways to heal your sight.
There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted.
I had other questions. What are you, a Jedi, a Sith?
Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough.
Ally myself with someone without knowing their allegiance is unwise.
What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now.
What do you want me to say? That I saved an entire galaxy, then blew it up the next morning? I still wish to hear the story. Then what happened to you? Oh, we got a cutscene for this. Does she narrate over it?
There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best.
So she knows the burnt guy.
But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power.
Look, it's the title guy!
There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense.
It's the evil song! Oh, force knee, force punch! Force throat grab! Force slam!
I was cast.
Force kiss!
Stripped of my power. Exiled. I suffered indignities and fell into darkness. Take what strength you may steal from me. That is all I need be to you. In you all my hopes rest for the future, for the Force.
That is not sufficient.
If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice.
I had other questions. Did you know Atris at all?
I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own.
The fact that it said influence failure means that there probably is something. Questions about... Alright, well, I've got to end this episode. We'll continue these conversations in the next one. I am evil! Oh, what? I think I spent too long on this sheep. What is happening? That is very clearly a Star Destroyer from the future. Bastila? Oh wait, is that are those the things from Dead Space? The markers?
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder as if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly. Yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe.
He's speaking Huttese!
Do you feel it is a... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. exists to feed your power. And my life. My life is yours. I beg you, please, let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you.
If you do this, we get McDonald's. Failure is not an option. McDonald's for success.
I will leave at once, my lord.
Did we go back to the ship? Oh, okay. Next time on Star Wars, we're gonna continue these conversations and maybe try to get some more influence with our crewmates. We'll see. See you all next time. Later.